opinion, so I'm going to show you that way.
As you see, I have many weapons in my arsenal.
So, the last mini-boss dies, and then the tanks all tank the different weapons. So have a tank on the sword plus shield, another on the mace, another on daggers and staff, another on the axe, and have a hunter tank the bow. The tank should group everything up for AoEing except for the axe and bow. Okay, let's look at that in a little more detail. See here how our tanking druid takes the axe around the back of the boss, so that when it spins it can't hit anybody. As he does this, all the warlocks throw a curse of doom onto it, as they all run over with all the other casters to here, to kill the bow. All the casters are killing the bow as fast as they can, while the axe is tanked over here, nice and safely. Meanwhile, all the melee are on the other weapons. As soon as the bow is dead, all the casters switch over to AoEing the rest of the weapons. And the tank on the axe makes sure the axe is positioned so that it gets AoE too, but being careful not to be too close as to let it hit anybody else but him. Now, as the weapons die, something very important needs to happen. Everyone needs to loot and use the legendary weapons that they need for the next phases of this battle, and they have to do it fast, as the weapons despawn quickly after they've died. So, as soon as the Nezostran longbow dies, the hunters need to loot and use it. All the rogue and DPS warriors loot the infinity blades and the warp slicers to dual wield them. Don't bother with the axe, just leave it unlooted. All tanking warriors loot the sword and the shield, and all casters loot the staff. All healers loot the mace, the cosmic infuser. Phase 3 is the same as Phase 1 pretty much, but instead of having to kill the mini-bosses one by one, you have them all at the same time. Normally that would be a nightmare, but because you have the legendary weapons and their special abilities, you can do this phase no problemo. Phase 3. This phase will pop 2 minutes after Phase 2 popped. So as you can see, Phase 2 needs to be completed real fast. Some of the weapon's special abilities activate automatically just from using the weapon, but some needs to actually be activated. For example, the staff's special ability. So once you loot the staff, use as in click on it, as you would an active trinket, so you activate the special ability of it. The special abilities of these legendary weapons are vital now to the success of all subsequent phases of the battle.
Perhaps I underestimated you. It would be unfair to make you fight all 4 advisors at once, but fair treatment was never shown to my people. I'm just returning the favor.
Best idea is send all the casters onto the Theladrid the Darkener, plus one dude with a dagger so that DPS is boosted, but save one caster to go to the Master Engineer Telekinus, so the legendary staff keeps everyone immune from the remote toy stun. And while all the casters are killing Theladrid the Darkener, have all the melee on Lord Sanguina. When Filter the Darkener dies, all the cast will switch over to killing Grand Astromancer Caponera, and the melee switch over to killing Master Engineer Pelicanus. Make sure a warrior with a legendary shield is tanking Lord Sanguina, so he can immunitize himself from the fears. The way to do this is alternate between Berserker Rage and using special ability of the shield, so that you can cancel every fear. You have 3 minutes until phase 4 will pop, so you need to go real hardcore DPS mode on these ads, so you kill them all before phase 4 pops.
Sometimes one must take matters into one's own hands.
Galamor Canal!
This is not!
When phase 4 is about to pop, have all the shamans pop their heroism. This is not just to help the raid, but also to ensure if a shaman is mind controlled by the boss can't ninja heroism for himself and rape the raid, because it will be cooling. Phase 4, killing the boss. During phase 4, kaelthas has a number of special abilities, all of which are circumvented using the legendary weapon's special abilities. Make sure the main tank has all the buffs on him at all times, i.e. the staff buff, the mace buff, etc. And of course the rest of the raid too, should they need it. And make sure the boss has all the debuffs stacked on him at all times too, i.e. from the bow, the dagger, etc. Every 30 seconds 2 people will be mind controlled by the boss. As soon as this happens, a rogue or someone with a legendary dagger needs to dispel the mind control off this person fast, by hitting them with a dagger. Use your lowest white damage attack possible, or some non-damaging attack ability, so you don't actually kill the person, but just touch them with a dagger so you can break the mind control off them. Here you see me being mind controlled, and here someone is hitting me with a dagger to break it. Once every minute, kaelthas will put up a shock barrier on himself. When he does this, it needs to be burnt down with hardcore DPS really fast, so everyone, including the healers, all switch over to DPSing the boss when his shock barrier is on him. It absorbs about 100k damage, and while it's up, no one can interrupt his spell casting, so you must get it off him really fast. While his shock barrier is up, the tank is going to take pyroblast attacks from the boss every 4 seconds, and these do 45 to 55k damage each. So what you must do is, while the whole raid is DPSing down the shock barrier on the boss, on the first pyroblast cast, the tank must use his shield special ability to absorb all the damage from the first pyroblast. Then, for the second pyroblast, you must have the shock barrier burnt down by then. This means you have to have it down within 7 seconds, so you can interrupt the casting of the second and any other pyroblast, which will happen after 8 seconds. This gives you a 1 second window, so no slacking. During this whole battle, the boss will summon phoenixes. When he summons one, run away from the place where it is spawning, so you don't take any damage. But once the phoenix has spawned, kill it fast. Put a tank on it, and you can put Curse of Exhaustion on it and other things too, to help you. When the phoenix dies, it will lay an egg, so kill this egg really fast before it can hatch into another phoenix. Once you get the boss down to 50% HP, phase 5 will kick in.